So, last we left off, you guys arrived in Emerriden Harbor, where you didn't have much time to look around because it was the end of session, but we'll say for the sake of the game that it was because your new friend Stick was eager to go see his mom's. You arrived at the harbor to notice that the layout of the city is with Marchand Manor at the top of the hill, and the wealthiest closer to the top of the hill, and sort of spreading out from there, whereupon there's some nice docks by the ocean. There are several shops you can visit. There's a theme restaurant that I put in. There's also a bathhouse. So you have lots of options.
Bathhouse, I think you mean therapy office.
Yes. So I recall it was evening by the time you guys arrived. We'll say that you had a nice evening with the Sileth family, Stick's moms, who were happy to allow you guys to stay in their house at the request of Stick, who had introduced you all as his friends. They're just happy to see their son happy. The next morning, what do you guys want to do?
Once Lish emerges from the cuddle puddle, I will have to. Falk would like to bother him.
He languishes under that cuddle puddle. What are you talking about?
As I said, once he emerges.
Second to last to emerge from the cuddle puddle. Only held out by Demir. Unless Demir's getting up early to cook a breakfast or something, but since there's servants in the house.
Yeah, we're staying in civilization. Demir is sleeping in.
Yeah, all right. Once he pries himself loose to go and figure out food at your leisure.
Valk emerges from the shadows of a room. Just like, hi, Lish. Could I ask you for a favor?
Like, he's just like, kind of like, walk and talk with me.
You were saying on our way here that you can walk between trees now?
Yes, I can. At least between trees that I've seen before and know.
Have you don't happen to have seen any trees around Ayera? Yeah, Ayera. Maps.
Let me look at the map. I don't think we've been through that area though, right, DM? You have not been to Yera. You were at Legacy Quarry. But in the foothills there have been trees here and there.
Is there a way for me to confer knowledge of a tree to
If there is someone that you know in the area that I could perhaps scry on, and they're standing next to a tree, that might be possible.
just I got word from Master Whistling Torrent that something has arrived for me at his chapel, and figured if you're able to do the tree walking thing, if we can figure out how to get there, that would be a quick way to get there and back and not interrupt our quest to the turning spire.
Does your temple have a teleportation circle or is close to one?
That is a good question, DM. I completely forgot about that. We're in civilization.
There's not a teleportation circle there per se, but you do know that there is a garden.
There is a garden. How do I know the gardener well enough to give Lish the information to spy on him, or are we going to have to do like Whistling Torrent?
Well, I would-
message Whistling Torrent to go stand by a tree, and I'll scry on him based on your description, and whether or not we succeed or fail is a wash, but
I will say that the garden is usually tended to by some of the younger members of the temple. It is supposed to be a time for reflection on things such as renewal. You do know of a couple of acolytes that could potentially be there.
can you draw, Volk?
Can I draw?
Well,
Don't
it's
I
a
actually have
charisma-based
magic?
skill.
Can you paint me a picture and tell me something about one of these people? I can certainly do my best, although I can't talk to them like Demir's scrying orb.
How do I not have prestidigitation? That is such a helpful spell.
Wizards and bards and sorcerers, right?
Yeah, most divine classes don't get it by default, unfortunately.
Sad.
They get
Mhm.
taumaturgy instead, which has other fun niche uses, such as lighting candles and snuffing candles and being creepy.
Change the color of your eyes.
Being creepy is 90% of what I want.
Not only can you change the color of your eyes, but you can make your voice boomingly loud.
You know, open up all the windows in a tavern.
Just like
For a dramatic entrance.
Just like within a couple of seconds, turn off all the candles in a tavern, open all the windows, set your eyes to like a deep red, and start shouting.
You have pissed off God, prepare to die. Let's see if Falk can draw today.
Roll a performance check.
Do I get Dex or Charisma on this?
Charisma. It's a performance check.
Woo! I actually can do something with that. Oh, 19.
19. Okay. So you are able to sketch out a fairly good likeness of, as you remember her, acolyte Isabella. She's a human woman with fair skin and curly dark brown hair and brown eyes. In the picture, she is wearing a hood and robes that are typical of the church. You know, you think that she is probably the most likely to be out there this early in the morning, so you chose to draw her in particular.
If you can send her a message and tell her to stand by the largest tree that a body could fit inside, that would be the only way that we could get through. It needs to be a large tree.
Okie doke. Time to terrorize a random acolyte. Okay. I have sending prepped because having to run down Sniv is a half-time job.
How many sendings do you get a day? Just one or multiple?
Oh, however many third level spells I have.
Okay.
So theoretically 5.
She can reply to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell her to reply once she's there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sorry.
Well, the way sending works is after you send a message, there is like an open window for about a minute for a
Okay.
response.
What was the acolyte's name again? My brain just.
Acolyte Isabella.
Isabella. Do. Acolyte Isabella. Okay, so she would know that I'm Valk. So I require minor assistance. Could you tend to one of the larger trees in the grove
Immediately.
shortly? Immediately. Tear be with ye. Or no, Torn be with ye.
You get a quick response. It is an odd request, but I shall do as you ask. Torn be with you.
Okay, message sent.
All right. We'll give her, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then scry.
Yeah.
You don't happen to have anything that might have been owned by her on you, do you? What? No lovers' trinkets.
Valk just kind of goes.
What? I don't think that should be any reason to stop you from finding someone.
Historically speaking, it has.
Oh, has it? I'm curious. Really, no one at all stepped up to pay you any affection. That's quite cowardly.
In their defense, my unhidden face does cause fear.
You go and flash that to all the ladies. Maybe one day you'll find one that doesn't respond in fear.
Well, there was Vive, who appeared to enjoy my masked appearance, or my masked appearance, while she fiddles with her necklace.
Who is this? Leave?
Vive, the water genasi.
Ah, yes. See? Exactly.
Well, I appreciate your confidence in the matter.
I have seen creatures far more grotesque than you have loving relationships.
Well, not everyone lives in the Feywild.
Maybe not right now.
True. I suppose my oath would be fulfilled upon reinstating you and Demir, but I would be welcome to I would enjoy continuing to serve if that was something that you were interested in.
Oh, yes. What would you like to do?
Bring justice to the realms.
Of the Feywild. What kind of
Yeah.
justice would you bring to such a place?
I am not familiar enough with the customs to say.
Well, if you're interested, I'm sure that we could find you something.
Acolyte Isabella is most likely at the tree by now.
Okay.
Just like, please, anything else to talk about?
Okay, let me look at how the spell works real quick. All right. It's gonna be a rough one, but we'll see. Okay. So I cast a 5th level scry. She has a +5 to her. I have a +5 to my save modifier since I have heard of them secondhand now.
She has a +5 to her saving throw, I recall.
No,
Since
it adds to the save modifier, right? So
Mhm.
okay,
So-
yeah,
No,
yeah.
So it
she-
means
it
harder
doesn't
for-
matter.
She has +5.
Doesn't matter. She rolled shite.
Yeah, it's a wisdom 16, so
Yeah,
then
she
plus
rolled
five.
like a natural 2.
okay.
Um,
Okay, great. So the
All right.
scry goes
Uh, so you focus in and you see the woman depicted in Volk's picture tending to the roots of a large oak tree.
And how much of this tree can I see? I'm trying my best to do the thing you're not supposed to do in scry and look slightly off in the peripheral to see.
Roll a perception check.
That's a 13.
All right. It gives you a little bit of a headache, but you're able to see the trunk of this tree. It's a healthy tree. It's not like sun tree sized or anything, but it's healthy and big. It's certainly big enough for
Okay.
your purposes.
Large enough to squeeze the body through.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of continue to watch for the duration of the scry spell just to observe this person and what she's doing, as well as get as much as the oak tree as I can. Sweeten
Alright.
my chances as best I can.
Sounds good.
And then when the scry spell fades, just gonna look at Valk I think we've got what we need.
Thank you so much for your aid in this. Could we go and be back this morning?
I only have 1 6th level spell slot. So if we transport via plants, we would need to stay there, or bring Demir with us and somehow find a transportation circle on this side. Or what we could do is we could still ask them if they have a transport circle over, transport via plants back. I don't
True.
know what they might have out there though.
Perhaps we could go this evening and then be back tomorrow morning.
Yes, that's possible.
I appreciate your aid in this matter.
What is so important that you're getting from the temple?
Whistling Torrent himself contacted me that I have received something at the temple, and he wouldn't go that far out of the way unless if it was something important. Otherwise, it would just wait.
a message, a package, something.
He indicated a message, but there might be more to it than that.
Does
If it
he
was just a
usually-
plain message, he would have sent the wording via sending.
And you trust this person?
Implicitly.
All right. Well, we'll let the others know once everyone is up.
Okay, I use another sending to thank Isabella, and now we have a route to the garden.
I am glad I could be of assistance.
Should you tell your man that you'll be there this evening and that he should be there to receive you?
That is a good point. And fuck it, what I'm going to use the rest of my thirds on today. I contact Whistling Torrent. So Master Whistling Torrent. Is Whistling Torrent 2 words or 1 word since it's
One
a name
word.
for sending counting?
Yes.
I have procured transportation for this evening. Thank you for informing me of the message. See you soon. Torn be with ye.
I will see you shortly. Stay safe. Light of Torm guide you.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do this morning.
Hell yeah.
Val like does a bow with an extra thank you to Lish, and then
We'll all kind of probably congregate for breakfast times.
Sounds good. The servants of the household have made waffles.
and in the morning I make waffles.
Waffles.
Zoda over here probably just like,
Dick in his jammas. in his little fancy boy jammas.
Crushed velvet, juicy couture, but pajamas.
Yeah.
Excuse
He's got
me.
his initials embroidered on it over.
Mhm.
He's small size. He can have child pajamas,
He's in his jammas.
footy pajamas with ducks on them.
Oh my god. He's got 2 moms to be a mama's boy for. He's wearing the ducky jammy. And he's actually very, very, he has immaculate table manners. He has great table manners.
the more I learn about Stiet, the more I love him.
I love him.
so
Same. He
much.
whispers these things in my ear. I haven't put a messenger for Stick. When Demir comes downstairs, she's going to find like Stick or one of his moms or something like that, and just like, good morning.
Do you want to talk to Stick or one of his moms?
Whoever I find first, I'm assuming Stick, unless
Probably
his parents
Stick.
are, yeah, unless his parents are also in the dining room.
I mean, they would also be there. They
Yeah, okay.
are really excited to be talking to their boy, hearing all about his studies, his plans for his thesis, and they're so proud of him.
What is that like? Yeah, Demir just comes down to the dining room and good morning.
Oh, hey,
Uh,
morning. Totally normal now. It's normal as fuck now.
Um, do you- well, first of all, thank you for hosting us.
Oh, yeah,
Must
no problem.
honestly, sleeping in a bed is so nice.
It really is.
Gosh. I was wondering, do you know if there is anywhere in the harbor that would host a teleportation circle?
Well,
Huh?
those that have teleportation circles, this is the moon elf speaking up, by the way. The one with long silver hair and green eyes. Most who have access to teleportation circles tend to keep them private and into themselves.
Uh, that is unfortunate. Just hoping to find one here. It's a beautiful city. Worthy of returning to.
I wish that I could be more help. I mean, I could recommend asking around at the Graviturgus Spain, but that's more of a restaurant. But they're the most likely ones to know of any magical things. But teleportation circles aren't common here, as most of our trade comes from the docks.
Understandable. Well, thought this was worth asking. Simply. Thank you.
Your husband can just look at a tree.
I know, but you can only do it once a day. I'm trying to help. But that was on my own. Because I actually like the ocean. So, yeah, Demir will turn to Stick and just, do you want to stay here for a time? I have a feeling our group is pretty anxious to leave, but I would hate to cut your visit home short.
Oh, I mean, when we come back this way, I can always revisit. I'm going with.
I just wanted to see what your plans were, that's all. I don't know, maybe the group will want to stay. I would like to go down to the ocean. Is there a beach?
Is there a beach?
Not really. Closest beach to your knowledge is towards the turning spire. I mean, there's the excuse me. The land around here, historically, has been altered by magic to lower enough for the creation of the docks. There are otherwise cliffs that people will sometimes head out of town to jump from for fun, but there's not like a proper beach, unfortunately.
All right. No beach, really, though I guess you could go cliff diving if that's your thing.
Cliff diving? Like
Yeah.
diving off of a cliff?
There's a few spots if you ask the right people.
How rough are the waters around here?
Like I said, there's a few spots where the water's okay for diving.
That honestly sounds kind of fun.
Take a broom down.
Maybe.
Yeah, other than
Good
that, it's
morning.
mostly docks.
Well, I guess we aren't really here for fun. So
Sometimes younger folks will also jump off of the docks too for fun.
It's just like, what
There's
are you talking about? Of
couple
course we're here
spots for
for
that.
fun.
Whatever you guys want to do is fine.
Stick, your family owns one of the ships.
If you would like to see a seafaring vessel, we have one. Could pester the crew for a tour.
Jaunt.
Sure what they're up to right now, but are they busy today? He asks his mom.
The sun elf mom, Finay, speaks up and says, actually, they just returned to port. I mean, it's not a large ship, but if you're interested, and I don't see why not, anything for my darling little boy. Leans over and gives Stick a kiss on the head.
God, he loves his moms. And yeah, I mean, we could go if you guys want.
Lish
show
kind of
you.
looks out at everybody else like, wow.
He's a little shy about it. He's like, oh shit, I actually have to make friends.
I'd at the very least like to see the ocean.
Have some of you never seen the ocean?
think
Aaron's gonna say, I think I have errands I'd like to run in town. And he'll look over to Dewey and say, but save save some of the waves for me.
Who did he say that to?
You.
Device will say, of course. There's something I need to run and do as well, but it'll be very brief.
And Aaron and his kind of has a look on his face like he's been, wanting to say something for a bit. And now the floodgates have opened. And he's gonna turn over to the ladies of the house and say, to that point, is there anywhere in town you recommend for good magic items?
Magic items. Well, I mean, there is the exchange. It's a holy site to the goddess Joaquin. Something of a merchant bank can provide venture capital to young merchants and artist groups. That might be the best place to look. And then the other mom speaks up and says, if you're looking more for potions or that effect, you could go to Erental. She mostly runs an apothecary. She makes perfumes, but every now and then she can be convinced to throw together a potion or two.
Oh, okay. And Aaron noticeably perked up a little at perfumes. All right. Well, thank you. I'll go see what I can find.
They are able to give you directions both to the exchange in Erental's aromatics.
Tobias would like to ask them if they know of a shop that would sell something like a journal, like, or basically, a blank book that he can write in.
Your best bet is once again probably the exchange. While it is primarily banking, there are items that are traded there every now and then.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Valk would want to tag along for shopping, but her plans are evening plans.
We can
All right.
shop and then we can go to the beach. Well, to the water.
Do you mind if I tag along? That sounds interesting to hang around. I don't really have any plans while we're in town. I would buy that coat, but she sort of like reaches for her pocket. She's just like a normal like civilian clothes, and like sort of just pulls out the lining as if to emphasize.
Stick is gonna look over to his mom's pleadingly.
Of course, you can come along on the ship if you like. Otherwise, I'm not one to tell you what you can or can't do in town.
Well,
If
of course, I was of course going to take them out for a tour. Just
if you're interested in, she's kind of looking you up and down and trying to figure out what your deal is, Zoda. If you're interested in more religious areas, we have a lovely monastery to Maliki in town. Otherwise, the Graviturgis Spain, as I said, is a super interesting restaurant. It's fun and unique.
It definitely sounds interesting with a name like that.
There's also, of course, the Blooming Mist, which is a bathhouse.
Oh no, she said the two words. The wild rose is up and activated.
Why go to the bathhouse when we have the biggest old bathtub just like right off the coast?
Oh my god! I mean, it's down a cliff, so.
Because the ocean is not clean.
Stick while they're debating on the cleanliness of the ocean is gonna tug at his mom's sleeve to get her to lean down and whisper. I hate to ask, but I really didn't want to ask out loud in front of everybody else. But can I have a little extra spending money to treat my friends? Especially Zota.
Of course, dear. How much do you need?
Okay. Correct me if I'm very wrong. I could have sworn I heard Zota say, "Oh, I want a coat, but I don't have money to buy one."
Basically.
How much was the coat?
I mean, we don't know any specific coat, but I don't imagine that traveling clothes would be all too expensive.
Yeah, let me look. I mean, of course you could do the funny, it's a banana, how much could it cost? $10 sort of thing. But let's see.
Look, Mom, it's the good Kush. This is the dollar store. How good could it be?
No.
Traveler's clothes are about 2 gold pieces, but fine clothes are 15 gold pieces.
Ooh.
So you can decide what Stick would think based off of that. Also,
I would advise, but not.
Also,
have an
for
extra-
the Blooming Mist, the prices to your recollection, 5 silver pieces for a day at the bathhouse, a gold piece for a session with a massages, and 2 gold pieces for a curative salt bath.
See, I think I currently have like 25 gold, but let me double check. Let me double check my current funds so he doesn't accidentally grift his fucking mom.
Lift your mom. Grifted your
not
mom.
grifting my mom.
We want to steal.
No, they're very nice ladies. He's like, I mean, I have 25 already, but I think it might be a 50 gold kind of day. I don't want to ask for too much. He's like, we had to spend some getting all the way back over here.
We might want some potions. Think of that if we can find any.
Yeah.
You ask for 50 gold.
Yes.
They go ahead and give you 100.
He's
Ma!
so spoiled. He's like, what? Okay, thank you. He's like,
Make
There's a
sure you
s-
don't lose it, darling.
no. It's, that one time.
Spend wisely.
Of course. If we need supplies for the trip coming ahead, that would be the priority, of course. He's not dumb. He's got 14 intelligence. He's not dumb.
Higher than
And
most of
13
the party.
wisdom. He says he's a smart boy. He's a decently smart little guy. Don't worry about it.
So, where do you guys head first?
Probably the ship so that they can catch it before things get busy for the day.
All right.
An early
At least that would be
so
Aaron will peel off and head to the exchange.
So
before
you
heading down to
know
Harbor.
that your family's ship is the main source of their wealth. It was an investment, they bought it, and are able to not really rent it out, but like they're kind of an extra hand if like the amount of goods are misjudged and someone needs extra space for transportation, stuff like that. And that's the primary source of the family's money. It is called Soon's Breath, Soon being the goddess of love. And it is not too big. It's probably about the size of the ship that you guys went on that one time over in Opius.
Yep.
Way at the beginning.
Still a pretty good size, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little ship.
It's decent. It's not like a warship or anything, but it's decent.
Meant for stronger waters, though.
Mm-hmm.
What? Aaron's not coming with us to the boat. We're gonna go shopping later. Aaron, come with us to the boat. Mission insists.
Yeah,
I-
before
I-
Aaron peels off, Demir is going to be like, Aaron, we are going to the market later. Do you really want to go off on your own?
You'll miss all the water that you did. You haven't seen the water before. Come on.
I have a lot of stuff I need to get though.
We'll help you get whatever it is you need.
With us,
Okay.
Aaron.
Yeah.
He looks like a cat that you've picked up for some baby time when the cat does not in fact want baby time.
Oh. He is upstairs. I am not bringing him down. That man was a shark this morning.
I could point my camera at mine, but he's
I
He
thought he was
doesn't
have
taking
a
a bath. You should film your child.
There's my idiot.
Majestic.
There she is. Hang on, I got her. I got her. She hates baby time.
I mean, Aaron, if you truly want to go off on your own,
When
of
you
course
bring
we'll
a
not
baby-
stop you, but oh, baby.
Oh no, I want to stick around, you guys.
Who knows? We might come across another thing in the water and need your muscles.
Your feet are out. Why are you biting me?
He flexes for you.
Demir will loop her arm around one of his flexing arms and just lead him off.
All right. So you arrive on the docks, and they're kind of about what you expected. Busy, lots of workers running around. There's a few people wearing slightly finer clothes that might be captains. As I mentioned at the end of the last session, some of the ships look more Loratian in origin, some more Eilenian. But Stick is able to lead the way to Soon's Breath, where you guys are greeted by an interesting figure. At first you think he might be a tabaxi, because he's got the fur and the sort of cat-like tail. However, he also has a mane. This is a Leonin. And he looks tough as nails. His teeth are sharp, and his mane is dark, and he looks like he's seen a few scraps in his day. But when you guys approach, he speaks in a Antiguan accent. Says, hello, Stick. I was not expecting to see you today.
Just passing through with some friends of mine. We are on a trip for some thesis work, and we ran into some adventurers. And I wanted to show them the city while we were here.
And
Do
were
you-
your mother's messaged ahead. Were you interested in taking the boat out?
Maybe for a bit, and he's gonna like look to the others and go, you know what? This is his stomping ground. He knows what's going on.
And Stick, you know that this is Zior. Xior.
Zior is a fine captain. I can guarantee that our ride will be smooth for anybody worried about dicey waters.
It will not take you out too far. We will stick relatively close to the coast, but if you are interested in seeing the water, I am happy to assist.
Can we see any from where we are? We're down by the docks now.
You're down by the docks, yeah.
So
You can see water.
I'm really curious, for those who haven't seen the ocean before, what everybody's reactions are.
Tobias almost looks like a child on Christmas. Like there's a expression of just like awe and wonder at how big the ocean is and how it just kind of vanishes off into the horizon and stuff. Yeah, he looks excited.
Stick is just like vibing. He's very comfortable. He's at home, quite literally. He's like his silly goofy has been shed. He's just a little guy.
Aaron hasn't seen it before either, right?
Nope.
What does his googly eyes look like?
Aaron is just raking his eyes just back and forth across it like, oh, there is a lot here. I need to explore every inch of this. you can kind of see the like wheels turning in his head, like, oh my god, there's so many pieces that I need to like put together a map for, but also there are so few landmarks out here for me to make a map of.
Very valid.
Stick is watching everybody. Bug. Hang on. My cat's being a little shit. Stick is watching everybody with their childlike wonder and going, they've never seen this before in his head, and just kind of like sitting there all satisfied with himself that he got to give an adventuring party of all people some enrichment. He's standing next to Zota and actually, can I be a little shit? Can he be a little shit? I want to try and slip like 20 of the gold that he was given into Zota's pocket.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Zota, roll a perception check.
Bug, I swear to God. Stick. That's a total of 7. Zota better not see shit.
Hey, about that.
No!
I don't even know her modifier, but I rolled a 20.
Fucker.
So, Zota, you see Stick while everyone is kind of taking in both the ocean and this buff lion man. You see Stick sidle up next to you, very like obviously like start to reach for your pouch. Where
And
you
he has-
usually keep
She
them.
sort of just like,
He already has coins in his hand. He's obviously trying to give you shit.
yeah, she's just like, she like reaches down, like gently grabs his wrist, just like, Stick, what are you doing?
He's looking up at her with like the big, like round, like cat eyes of like innocence. Like, I wasn't doing anything. Just what?
Stick, I may be broke, but you don't have to give me your money. Come on.
Well, it's your money now. Giving it to you. It's yours. Possession is 9/10 of the law, Zona.
Stick, come on. I don't need your money. It's fine.
No, you need more clothes. For the cold. For when we go back. I'm not having you freeze again.
I'm probably not winning this argument anyway, am I?
No, you're not.
All right. And she sort of just like scooting, like goes from grabbing the wrist to just like scooping her hand under it.
He looks very smug now. He has like the airplane ears with the cats get when they're like either pissed or like on their bullshit. And he's just got the big shit-eating grin with all the like sharp pointy teeth, but they're like immaculately like they're pearly white, like they're like perfect little goblin teeth.
Thank
Says,
you.
You're welcome. Anything for my best friend. He's gonna go skitter off. Because he doesn't like doing the rich boy thing, but also he wanted to be nice.
Are you getting onto the boat or are you just running off on the
No,
dock?
he's skittering off onto the boat and like like going, come on guys, like let's go before I embarrass myself more.
The Leonin kind of looks to you all in just looking at you guys expectantly.
Sure, right? Why not?
We will
As long as
not
it
go
isn't too
too
much
far
trouble.
off of the coast. We will stay within sight of the land. For those of you who are unused to this experience.
Aeon is mimicking Sticks. Oh no, we need to get on the boat. Energy.
When Tobias gets on the boat, he will give Zior a little bow and say, "Thank you for doing this."
Of course.
It's like a child thanking the bus driver, like, "Thank you."
This Leonin is just about your height too, by the way.
Finally, for once, someone I can look in the eyes.
His eyes are like a golden color too.
Woody though.
Interesting, just like Tobias's almost.
Mhm.
Although Tobias's is a little more amber.
All
And
right.
once Toby's on the boat, Aaron, probably still holding Demir's hand, unless Demir's broken off from him,
Nah.
is gonna run over to Toby and take his hand in his other one.
Yay, daisy chain.
Demir will like just like do a little like not like a full curtsy, but just like the kind of like little heel curtsy you do as she's walking past, like, Captain.
All right. So
And
you
then-
guys
Oh,
get onto the
sorry.
boat, I assume.
Yeah. Demir will go over to the side of the boat with the daisy chain and look out at the water.
All right. Is there anyone who stays behind?
Lish is going to. Is Vault coming?
Yes, I am coming.
All right. So, by the way, where are Sniv and the brain?
Demir would have left the brain in her room, basically like probably like told the moms like, hey, we have a pet in our room. It won't cause an issue. It doesn't need to be let out, but don't just tell the staff not to open the door.
All right.
Yeah.
And Sniv?
Valk probably asked Sniv if he was interested in seeing the ocean.
Sniv would have given a resounding yes to that.
Then Sniv is baby Bjorn.
Okay.
He's just like, ocean.
Yeah, Sniv has also never seen the ocean before. So
Do I put like sunscreen on his forehead or like a big bucket hat to make sure he's fine at the ocean?
I mean, that is up to you. But
If he behaves, we can get him ice cream.
he indicates he's interested in climbing the mast, but like he's baby Bjorn, so he can't really do anything about it. All right. So you all get onto Soon's breath. Captain Zior is able to maneuver the boat say like a mile offshore. So not terribly far. But enough so that there's lots of water around you. And if anyone is interested while he is steering, he is describing how one time closer to Lorati, he saw some merfolk one time.
Oh, Demir is very interested actually. She like probably if the daisy chain is staying by the side to look out, Demir will break off of the daisy chain and go over to listen to the captain's stories and just like, it sounds like you've had some adventures on the sea.
Not terribly. I am a captain. I have had a great deal of time on the ocean. But I enjoy the water and I enjoy travel and I enjoy getting to see things that you do not usually get to see on land.
So, aside from mermaids, what is the most spectacular thing you've seen?
Well, that depends. Do you mean on in the water or in general?
Both? Why not?
One time, we were beset upon by wyvern riding bandits, and we had to fight them off.
That sounds frightening.
It was well, it had the potential to be catastrophic, but we were able to fend them off by using the ballista. And he kind of gestures towards the ballista at the head of the boat.
Wow. Yeah, Demir just kind of is listening to whatever stories he wants to tell, basically.
Pretty sure
An
Zota
engaged
would be
listener,
listening as
but
well. She's a story person.
Your wyvern riders are uncommon, but more common are harpies. They tend to attack with some regularity. So you have to be prepared for them. I am lucky not to have ever encountered anything such as a dragon turtle, which obviously I have not, as I would not be here if the ship was ever attacked by such a thing. I did one time in Koran encounter a whale shark, but he was friendly. He was merely looking for work, but he did not wish to come to this continent, so he ended up seeking employment elsewhere.
you are from Chikwe, yeah? From your voice.
I am, yes.
Whereabouts?
I come from closer to the savannah.
Oh, supposed to be very beautiful out there.
It is quite lovely, yes.
Demir's just going to make chit chat.
All right. Anyone else?
Tobias would probably be doing a mixture of watching the scenery and like moving water and things like that, and like partially listening to the stories that Jor is talking about.
All right.
And just occasionally pointing at things out, probably to Toby, with his now free hand since Demir abandoned him.
It's a little chilly. Like, I mean, you guys know what the Oregon coast is like kind of misty, got that marine layer, cold. It's kind of like that, but it's nice, you know.
Valk's probably wrestling a seagull out of Sniv's mouth.
Probably.
I'm eating that.
The wave, the rocking of the boat is gentle but soothing. It's nice. There's a
is
few other crew members running around doing things, but
Stick is being a good boy, certified, and he's running about saying hi and helping with little tasks along the way because he's not a freeloader.
they are happy to see you. They seem reluctant to let the owners, the son of the owners of the ship, do any real work, but they are glad to have a helping hand.
He's having a blast. He's real content.
Is there like an easy on off of this ship, like how some boats will kind of have like a, dock closer to the water off of the ship?
Oh yeah, there's a side of the boat where you could get off and on pretty easily if you wanted.
Licious kind of wants to sit at like the lower portion, and maybe he'll go giant octopus for a little while and just kind of blorp around and follow the boat.
All right.
He'll hold Aaron's hand.
It doesn't have to be like this. Octopus Lish has 8 hands.
Octopus Lish can hold hands with the entire party, including Sniv.
If anybody has questions about the octopus, Sniv is like, oh no, that's the druid. It's fine. Just making sure Lish doesn't either get murked or like just tossed overboard. Like, back to the drink with you, beast.
I'm just chilling on the side of the boat, getting in the way of the rudder. That's all.
No.
He's going around. He's just blorping.
Yeah, he's like, nope, that's a druid. That's a druid.
Roll a perception check.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're blorping around.
I'm
See
not
what
going
you
too
see.
far from the boat, but
Well, yeah.
let's see. That's a natty one.
Okay.
I'm too busy showing off for the people on the boat.
All right.
Pinwheels and bothering Aaron.
All good.
When you say it like that, Avery, I really start to wonder if it is all good or not.
It's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't have a battle map for the ship, so it has to be all good.
She doesn't have one yet. Until we start fucking around and finding out.
I mean, yeah. But still. Is anyone else doing anything on the ship?
No, Demir, if the stories peter out or if it's like clear he needs to focus on like driving, Demir will go down and join Erin and her octopus husband.
I mean, if either of you want to be a fish or something, I do have polymorphs.
Actually, what Demir is going to do when she goes down to join Erin and her octopus husband is she is going to cast polymorph on herself and turn into a seal. Slip into the water. Yeah.
Aaron, you want to be something?
Yes.
What do you want to be? Kraken.
That seems destructive. What would Aaron want to be? Like a fish, but like a giant fucking fish.
A sun,
Like a mola
sunfish?
mola. Yeah.
The lead Sith. Go for
Something that
broke.
can keep up
A
with the
sunfish?
flow.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Sunfish can't swim. They just kind of
Mhm.
are.
Here, I was thinking
Fine.
about a cool
I mean, there's like a giant grouper. Those are giant.
Dunkleosteus.
That's fair. That's fair.
Go prehistoric.
All right, so Demir and
Catfish.
Erin, please make perception checks based off of the stats of whatever you've turned into.
Oh boy. I'm not sure what a seal is, but that's a natural 1.
Okay.
Aaron, please save us.
Erin
I also got a
gets
natural one, actually.
Oh,
No
right.
way. How did we all
If
get
we-
natural ones?
Something's in the water.
You in the
Clearly,
goddamn
it's not
ocean.
an
You're dead.
enemy. It's like chemicals or something.
Yes, please eat me, giant squid. I am here for num num.
Yeah, a dragon turtle appears and starts killing you all.
Chemicals in the
would be
water
it.
that turn the freaking beasts dumb.
I mean,
Turn
my
the frickin'
passive
beast in.
perception's 23, so you know, if I'm not actively looking for something as we go. Ugh.
No, I mean, Demir is a seal. There is a low-key part of her that, like, you know, she knows he's her husband. She knows he's her friend and that she shouldn't eat him. But there's still a part of her seal brain that's looking at that octopus like that might be a meal. But she won't. She wouldn't.
Or would she?
Oh, would she?
You know, look, she has the intelligence of a seal right now.
Well, giant octopus thinks about it too. I mean, octopus whatever.
Yeah. So there's a little part of both of them that kind of want to eat each other, but they're not going to.
Wow, and they say romance is dead.
Anyone else?
There's enough polymorphs to go around. If more people want to roll nat ones on
Tobias
their
is
perception.
chill, just staying on the boat.
Tobias, sorry, what did you say you were doing?
I said Tobias is chill with just staying on the boat and looking.
All right.
Falk's just like, I prefer to fly as opposed to swim, but thank you. Sniv, do you want to be a fish for a day?
We will lose him.
Can I climb the nets? Go up.
Valk looks at the captain just like, can the demon child climb the nets?
Well, if he thinks that he can get up there, that is fine. Do not cut any of the ropes. It is a pain in the ass to get them fixed.
At which point, Valk just like, okay, buddy, you can climb, but no destruction. Use your ADHD
Like he immediately
powers for
takes
good.
off and starts trying to climb up to the crow's nest.
That's a problem for later.
He gets to the top and shouts, "I'm finally tall!"
All right. So while the swimming folks are doing shenanigans, Sniv climbs up. Sniv climbs up to the crow's nest. Erin, you notice Octolish sort of start to poke Demir, and Demir just like peel off from the rest of the group.
I got a
Demi,
dirty
roll a
20.
persuasion check.
I got a dirty 20 on my Arcana check.
Okay. You know exactly what this is. You've got a few of those back home in the Feywild.
Is it a pretty lady?
Well, right now she's a seal.
Pretty lady. Fuzzy lady.
Right now she's a seal.
Lish is just kind of like blur, 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 waves at the seal.
Demir, what was that persuasion check?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if the persuasion check was for me or for the or for someone else. So
No, it's for you. You said you're going off to go bother
yes,
her.
definitely, definitely. Is it? Let's see. Wait, am I using the seal's persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, that. Hold on. I still didn't pull up
But
the seal.
you will have
stat.
advantage, I guess, because she is
Okay.
a seal.
I rolled the same thing twice. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me see what their charisma is. Not great. Okay, that is a that's a 5.
All right.
I rolled an 8 twice.
The Selkie sees you coming towards her and gets spooked, and she departs.
Aww.
Boo.
When she like starts to turn away, I'll return to the group. Like, I don't want to scare her, but I already did.
We'll just hang out by the boat a little bit more and see if she comes back around.
All right. I mean,
Lish is like, I'll do the talking next time.
it wasn't anyone you knew, but you know.
No, but new friends.
Demir's too stupid as a seal. She just saw a friend. So she is going to circle back around, and when the hour is up, she will turn back into a lady in the water and swim alongside for a little bit before pulling herself up.
Lish will give you a boost.
Zoda, what are you doing?
That is a good question. She's probably doing something similar to Stick and helping be a deckhand. She's completely unfamiliar with it, but she's trying.
They are more willing to make you work than they are to have Stick work.
Oh, of course.
Hey. It's my best friend. Be nice to her.
No, I can take it. It's fine.
If you're too tired, we can't all go shopping together. And then you can't use the money that I just gave you.
Well, yes.
We're
But I can
taking a
hand-
break.
I gotta stay in shape, right?
He stands up on his tiptoes and like points up at her face and goes, "Don't be a workaholic."
Listen, it's fine, okay? I don't mind it. I think it's a nice change of pace from writing all day.
I guess. He's not trying to hide the fact that he might be a little jealous that Zoda's being allowed to work on the ship and he's not.
Can
I mean,
roll it?
you
Can-
are
can I
allowed
roll-
to help, but mostly your kind of help is taking things, carrying things, moving things around. Zoda's being asked to like lift shit and pull rigging and all that fun stuff.
Is Stick making that clear? Do I have to roll insight for it?
No, he's being a little bitch. He's acting like a jealous little bitch that he doesn't get to do stuff because they won't give him.
Okay,
give him
so
shit to do.
Zoda goes like,
Like, eh.
yeah, Zoda goes like, she leans in and is like, what if we swapped jobs when no one's looking?
Yes. He just lights right back up again, like he's real happy. And he's just like, yeah.
She she looks side to side again, and then just like lowers down like the barrel she's got in her arms.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking.
Exchange is made. She just scoots off.
Do I have to make a strength check for that?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
You're feeling pretty good about yourself.
He's like got it above his head and he's like, yeah.
This goblin is beefed.
Yoked.
Goblin's fucking stacked in more ways than one. Money, strength.
Got a can
All
of
right.
Pringles in his bag too.
Yep, he's got.
Are
snacks.
you implying that the goblin is a tripod?
No. I said
No.
strength and money. What is wrong with you? No. Put that finger down. But yeah, no, he is so pleased. He's like, finally some real fucking work.
So how long do you guys intend to stay out on the water?
Just for like a little bit for the morning, and then head back before noon. I think probably like
All right.
no more than like 2 or so hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say like probably at least like not much longer than the polymorph would run out. So
Okay.
hour and a half.
All right. Eventually the captain brings the boat back to port. You did not see your Selkie friend again. She seemed to have been spooked off.
Sad. I'll scry on her later.
Okay. So where do you guys head from here?
Shopping.
Sniv was a good boy, so I'm getting him ice cream.
All
To the
right.
market.
Yay!
You get him
Probably
ice
just
cream
needs
for like a
something.
silver piece. It's all over his face, but he seems to enjoy it.
I love this kobold child so much.
Alk is eating an ice cream cleanly, and then there's Sniv just.
So your options are the exchange, which is the holy site to Joaquin mentioned before. Arental's Aromas, which is the apothecary / perfume shop. The Eternal Growth Monastery, which is the monastery to Maliki. The Tamed Mimic, which is a tavern. You could ask directions to the Graviturgus Bane. You're at the docks now, and then there's the Blooming Mist, which is the bathhouse.
Maybe bathhouse end of the day. We can
Sounds
go to the
nice.
exchange since that seems to be the most common like center, and then we can go to the apothecary and
You could hit up that Graviturgus place for lunch or dinner. I'm very interested in what story could possibly be behind that name.
sounds good.
Can I make a history check about that?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. All right.
History tie.
Well, that's a 14.
Okay. You know that the Gravatargus Bane is a theme restaurant. According to the story, you've been there once or twice. The owner says that the, shall we say, interesting geography of the restaurant itself is due to a sorcerer getting into essentially a brawl there a few decades ago. And whatever they had done to the restaurant, it seems to be permanent, but they're making the best of it.
He relays this to Zota with much excitement. He's like, "Oh, I know that. I know the answer to that question." And then he's like, "Info dump."
Huh.
Like some jerk came through and like really fucked the place up. And they're mad
And
at
they're
him.
just sort of rolling with the punches, huh?
Yeah.
Still sounds interesting.
I mean, we could go.
Dinner or lunch?
Well,
Sounds
nobody
good.
here is a graviturgist, right? Nobody here does gravity magic.
They're
Nobody?
quite rare, after all.
Nobody.
If only
Oh,
we
well,
knew better.
actually.
You guys are like, we know a guy. No doubt.
Surprise!
Oh.
I'm taking levels in sorcerer. No.
It's like, okay, well, we should be safe then.
So you guys head to the exchange first. It's a sturdy building. Lots of people running around, like trying to sell shit, and there's something disorganized, but also like purposeful about it. It's very odd. So if you tell me what you are looking to buy, I can tell you how much it costs.
Tobias is looking to buy a book that he can write in along with writing supplies.
Let's see.
No, it's-
So we'll say 25 gold for the journal, the ink, and the ink pen.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Val.
And
No, you're more important here. Go ahead.
I've got a lot of stuff. I'll take a bit.
Well, Valk was just kind of gonna wander around, and whenever a weapon, like a magic weapon, was visible, she would like take a moment to go, that's interesting, because unfortunately, everything she wants is too expensive.
All right.
Are there any fun potions?
Any
I
what?
think
Any fun potions at any of the shops?
Potions, you are directed toward the aromas shop with a
Are there
Which
any
is-
diamonds?
there are a few diamonds, yeah.
I think it might be a good idea to pick up a few more diamonds.
I need to grind some
Just
diamonds.
it always helps. Yeah. Is there any diamond powder?
Yeah, you can get some diamond powder. How much do you need?
I think it's 100 gold worth of diamond powder. Let me double check. Spells. Yeah, 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. I want at least 200 gold worth.
All right, you can get that pretty easily.
I have one whole diamond.
All right.
So
I have 1 whole diamond. I would like to pick up, like, I don't know, at least 2 more just in case we have to revivify someone.
2 more diamonds worth 100 gold each.
Uh,
gold does it have to be worth for
yeah, I don't have revivify.
Let
I'm
me check.
picking it up for the people who do.
Let me check. Here we go. Diamond, 300 gold worth.
Okay, so yeah.
300 each.
2 diamonds
we want-
worth each 300 gold.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we
Okay.
want to take it out of the party fund? Because it's
How much do we have in the party fund? I mean, it's going.
we
for-
have 5,000 gold in the party fund.
Okay, yeah, let's take it. Party fund.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of gold.
So yeah, at 600 out of the party fund, and that's 2 diamonds. Or revivify.
All right. We can mark that down.
And so I'll take one of the diamonds, and then do you want to hold on to the second one, or do we want to give it to Volk?
I think Volk should have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So diamond for each of you.
Ha hee hee ha ho.
I think that's all I have for now.
Zona's gonna go buy those traveling clothes.
Oh,
Um,
one last thing I did
Oh, damn
have.
it.
I'm sorry. Can I find any more of the teleportation circles chalk?
yeah, you can find some chalk. Hold on, let me see how much that is. How much are you looking to get?
Well, I have enough for 2 trips. So if there's like, is there enough for like another 2 trips just in case?
Yeah, you can get that. Also,
Oh.
Volk, can I just have you roll a d20 for me?
Yes. A 2.
Okay.
I just got pickpocketed.
Nope. All right, let's see.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
How much is the chalk for the circles?
Does it say in the spell description?
No, it just said like special chalk, I think. Well, let me double check. Oh, chalk infused with precious gems worth at least 50 gold pieces. So 100 gold.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
about right.
All right. Cool. Sorry.
No, you're good. Aaron?
Alrighty. Let's get started on this. All right. So first of all, he's gonna be looking for a section from anything like Demir was showing off. I had down specifically of mind shielding, but anything of that category.
Like something that will protect against like what specifically?
Telepathic intrusions. Yeah. And I mean, if you can get it Mm. Mm.
Well, there is a scroll of mind blank, which is around, let me see any common ones. I have to double check. Because it's very fucking expensive.
Mhm.
Hold on. That would be around 60,100 gold pieces, and it's a one-time thing.
That's
This is the
fair. That's
scroll.
fair.
Nothing like that. I will have something for you later.
Okay.
What else are you looking for?
I'll take that. He's also looking to snag some earrings of message.
Earrings of message. Okay. I will have to get my book for that to see how much those actually cost. Just a second. Let's see. That. Thank you for your patience. Okay, that would be how many earrings?
I mean, he has slots for up to 8, but price dependent. And availability dependent.
2,560.
All right.
For one or for multiple?
For 8.
It's a lot.
What are they
he'll-
each? What do they each cost?
That would be about 320 each, but there is no well, I mean, same rules for Vox Machina, I guess. There's a limited range for them.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Which what do you want to put into that?
Look at this.
Oh my god, it's a guy.
We're talking about the earrings of message. It does make sense because the spell actually has you like point at the people you want to receive a message. So
Yeah. All right.
Everyone knows that the rule for those is if you're going to send a message, you have to hold your ear like this.
just like you got an
Otherwise, they
earphone
can't hear the
pager.
message.
Just got like an earphone pager, basically.
I love that so much. All right. He'll put down, I guess, could afford 3 for that, but it'd be weird to have them be mismatched on ears, I guess. So I'll put down for 2 of those, I guess.
All right.
All right. 7, 3, 2. All right. And then we are going to see what kind of price point we can get if you're looking for a giant strength.
Belt of giant strength.
Yeah. Presumably
well,
just Hill Giant. I doubt he can afford anything above that.
all right, well, let's see.
And he might not be able to afford it itself, but we're pretty rich right now.
Let's see. 16,000 gold pieces.
16,000. Yeah, okay. That'll be a little beyond him then. All right. I think
Okay, though actually different sources are saying different things. The pricing
Oh.
system for D&D makes no fucking sense. I'm just gonna be real with you.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. A belt
Mhm.
of hill giant strength, 8,000 gold pieces. That seems
All
more
right.
reasonable.
That's fair. All right, that's still going to be a bit more than he can put down now, though. In that case, what else do I have on here? Oh yeah, that's going to be fun. And he's also going to look for an Illuminator's tattoo.
A what?
Here, I'll send you the item.
You want a tattoo?
Yeah,
Well,
magical
kind of.
tattoos, you have to find a specific artist. There is
Mhm.
already one in a city that you've already been through. I will tell you.
We know it, didn't we?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's at the it's phrased like it's like a magical needle in the thing I'm getting, and then you get a benefit from that. But it is possible I'm misreading the thing.
I think the way that
Well,
Avery wants
send
to
me
do
the
it-
deets and
Yeah.
I'll look it over.
Shopping.
Shopping day. Shopping day.
Yeah, that
shopping
is
day.
something that you would have to get from a specific tattoo artist.
All right. All right. So I think that's his list for here at least.
All right. Anyone else?
I do want to get one or two things, but I haven't. I gotta go through the list of stuff, so it might be
Okay.
a conversation later
Okay.
to not hold up the.
Yeah, I'm researching how much +1 plate is because there is not a good answer online.
I know. It makes no fucking sense. I'll let you know once I figure out what seems reasonable.
Because I'm considering selling my adamantine plate and going +1 just for the AC sometime soonish.
I thought we already discussed this. The critical
Yeah, it was a while back.
negation is really good. You don't want to lose that.
Yeah, math.
Valid.
Anyone else?
Do they have any helms of telepathy around?
Nope.
That is the one thing you don't want Lish to have access to.
No, that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
That sounds
That's
awful.
not true. I also don't want you to have access to summoning berserkers.
That's true.
What about the deck of many things?
Yeah, you put the deck of many things in the game, but
There is one in the
I got my
game. It is
limits.
under lock and key for
13
good reason.
berserkers.
All right. Anyone else?
Do they have
Not that I see.
perfumes?
You're
We're
interested
going
in going to the perfume shop?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
a
building
different
is
place.
separate from the exchange.
I don't
Uh,
have anything else. Oh, well, okay, actually, one last thing, which is while we're in the exchange, I don't like, can I find like elvish food stuffs? Like if there's like specifically elvish flour, like I'm looking for like the elvish quality ingredients.
Oh yeah, there's quite a lot of elvish style ingredients here. They may be slightly more expensive than the lower quality human flavors, but
That's okay.
you're able to find them. What are you looking for?
I just want to get like the kind of basic cooking supplies stuff for like elvish quality, basically.
Eh,
Just a special for Lish.
Let's say a gold and 5 silver for just some basics.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. This is my special.
My ankle was just bitten.
Oh no. But yeah, I just kind of picked that up as we go.
All right. So you head to, let me pull up the name of the shop. Arental's Aromas. All right. So you are met in this shop by a old elvish woman. She's kind of hunched over a little bit and she has round glasses and her silvery white hair is like pulled up into a bun. She has various perfumes for sale. She describes how she made them herself, and they have different scents depending on what you're looking for. She also has what she calls a perfume of bewitching, and then a couple of health potions.
How much are the health potions going for?
Let me double check.
What levels are they?
Also, what is the bewitching potion?
Perfume of bewitching. This tiny vial contains magic perfume enough for one use. You can use an action to apply the perfume to yourself, and the effect lasts 1 hour. For the duration, you have advantage in all charisma checks directed at humanoids of a challenge rating 1 or lower. Those subjected to the perfume's effect are not aware that they've been influenced by magic.
Ooh, how much is that?
Let me see. Just a sec here. I accidentally closed one of my windows.
No.
Okay. So that would be about 50 gold pieces, the perfume of bewitching.
Does she only have the one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I am taking that unless
All
someone
right.
else really wants it, but
I'll send you the info for that then.
awesome.
Honestly, it's a wonder that hadn't been sold already.
Well, you see, the ingredients are kind of rare, and I have to make it myself.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then she has a couple of regular healing potions. Those the common ones. Those are also 50 gold pieces each. She has one potion of greater healing, which is 150, and then one potion of superior healing, which is 450.
Remind me, those are 44 and 84 respectively, right? Or they're like 86 or something. I forget how the scaling works.
Hang on. So common potions of healing are 2d4 plus 2. Greater healing is 44 plus 4, and then superior healing 8d4 plus 8.
Okay. I can't believe I got that right. Well, if you guys think you need backup, you can probably tell I'm not the healing kind, so.
Tobias can buy one of the potions as long as he knows which one to get.
Right. So she has, as I said, 5 regular potions of healing, 1 greater and 1 superior.
What potions do we have currently?
I have 1 potion of healing, regular.
I'm gonna pick up a regular potion of healing.
All right, so that's 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
I think everybody should have 1 potion of healing basic on them.
Yeah, I have 3 potions of healing.
How much
I
is
am the potion of healing.
How much is
That's
the
right.
regular and superior again? Or not regular, greater and
Regular
superior.
is 50 gold pieces. Greater is 150, and superior is 450.
Okay. Tobias will buy a regular and then a greater
All right.
for 200 gold total.
Cool. So that means for the rest of you, there are 4 regular potions of healing and then 1 superior.
Superior is 400.
Superior is 450.
I'm gonna get that one.
All right. So that means 4 potions of healing left. And then there are various like scented perfumes you can get too.
Yeah, Soda's looking over those just casually.
I mean there's floral scents and there are like more berry scented flavors and you know
If she gets one, I'll probably like come up with something reasonable.
yeah, well they cost 5 gold pieces each for the regular ones. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They're not magical, but they'll make you smell nice.
Are there any perfumes that are just nice? I don't know how to gauge, like a light floral.
Yeah, there are plenty of those.
amber.
Yeah. It's like you've walked into a Bath and Body Works, but it's perfumes. So like whatever scent you want.
Lish will find a vial of perfume that he thinks suits Demir, and we'll
All right.
get that, just like a small thing.
All right, that's 5 gold pieces.
Zoda
It should
nudges,
be enough to last you a bit.
Zoda nudges Stiek. Hey, do your moms have a favorite scent?
Do they?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Fuck.
Yes, and this motherfucker.
Don't make me make choices. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
No, not your fault. Lilac. It's lilac.
Both of them?
I mean, they both like it.
Okay.
I think the other one is like rose water or something. Topical. Anyways.
All right. She will get one. Zoda will purchase one of each of those.
All right. 5 gold pieces each.
Yup.
Then she'll go over to Demir and sidle up and kind of let her smell the perfume. It's like a jasmine and amber, kind of rich but not too overpowering.
This is wonderful.
It's for you. He gives it to
Thank
her.
Just kind of taken aback for a moment and thank you. And then she'll put it on her pulse points. Give him a little smooch. Oh, Kingsley! He's so cute.
I get the impression he wants something from me, whether that's pets or violence.
All right. Anyone else for healing potions or anything?
Why not both? And no, thank you.
All right. So if you're all done at the perfume shop, go once, going twice. All right. Where do you guys decide to head next?
About what time is it after all this shopping?
Ooh, at this point, like early afternoon.
Do we want to do a themed lunch or a themed dinner?
What is the theme again? It's sorcerer.
We
fucked up
don't
our
really
house
know, but
theme?
with a name, I don't think Stick remembers, but with a name like the Graviturge Spain, I'd imagine it's something, I don't know, gravity related.
Yeah,
I feel like a themed lunch might be better because Valk and Lish have the thing that they need to do.
Well, we can all go if we'd like.
Yeah,
so
everyone can pester me about my backstory.
It's at this point, actually, that Sniv speaks up and produces an amulet and holds it out to you and says,
I got this.
What's my alignment again?
I mean, you should ask him where he got it.
Did you find
either
that at the
way.
market?
Thank you.
I found
Yeah.
it on the ground.
Oh. On the street?
In the market.
And you didn't put it on the ground?
Can I take a look at this?
kind of looks at Demir and then looks at Valk for permission.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to
Give
give
hands
it
it
a
over.
look. I'm going to give it a look over with my glint eye. It'll tell
Okay.
me if it was stolen.
Also, if it's
Um,
magical.
If it approximate value, if it's magical, and if it was stolen in the last 10 days.
It is magical. It was stolen.
Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, I could identify it while I have it. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do that.
because my morals are dependent upon if it's worth more to keep than to return.
Yeah, okay, identify. Why not?
All right. You ritual cast identify. This is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Oh, actually, this might come in handy. It keeps it's like mine. It hides from being found.
But it
Hmm.
was stolen.
Saying that.
It could come
Well,
back and oh,
How much
Demir
are
doesn't
these
say it's stolen.
things?
Yeah, how
do-
much are these things?
How much are these things?
It does
Mm.
tell me how much it costs.
Did Demir mention that it was stolen?
She did not mention it was stolen.
Okay, so the party basically just thinks that Sniv found it on the ground.
Yep,
You know,
and I'm
insight
choosing to
check.
believe him.
Yeah, does anybody
It's
believe that the
like
Insight check.
Insight.
it's like not terribly expensive, like 150 gold pieces.
Yeah,
21
yeah.
insight check on Sniv.
18 for insight.
I rolled a 21.
He did find it on the ground.
Oh, so it could have just not been stolen by him.
Or I'm sorry, it was a dirty 20. It was a dirty 20. I was wrong on my math. So yeah, it was stolen, but it's like 150 gold. So to me,
It
was
wasn't
just
purposefully stolen.
It'll be helpful.
Well,
Yeah,
are there
Demir,
any?
you more or less get the vibe that maybe a merchant knocked it off of their table on accident and Sniv just happened to pick it up.
Yeah.
And Sniv is very earnest in that he thinks it would be helpful.
Well, he's not wrong.
Is there anyone who wants to avoid being scryed upon?
Are there any like identifying marks on the amulet?
Not that I can see.
No, it's like your regular run of the mill.
Well, then how can we find the person to return it to?
are we even in the same city as them anymore?
Oh, he said he got it from the market, so
Ah. Well, I don't think I'm going to waste a locate object or scry on this.
and also like can we trust some shady merchant not to say that it's their property?
It was knocked on the ground. I don't think that. I think that if the merchant was careless enough with his inventory, perhaps he does not deserve it back.
Sniv rolled a 25, by the way, to sleight of hand it. Just in case you're interested.
And
No,
I
you
rolled
wrong.
a 2 to see him do it.
No, you rolled a 2 to figure out what he picked up.
Oh. Well then, who wants protection from scrying? Because there's no way to identify who it came from, and I don't want to trust a shifty merchant to lie.
Is it a attunement or no?
It is, yeah.
It is.
I'm rocking my 3 attunements, so wait, 3 or 2?
I mean, I have an extra attunement slot.
Well, one of my
Um,
attunements is a necklace, so I can't double dip on necklace.
Actually, I'd like it, but I don't have any patience for that.
What is Aaron's how many attunement slots do you have open?
I think he has 2 in use.
What's
So
your
one open.
AC?
18.
Would this amulet be able to protect Aaron from his ancestor problem.
Shasa?
Oh,
I
the
mean-
Rakshasa's dead. We killed it.
On this
Definitely.
plane or its home plane, so it had its final death.
Do we
you know
know?
that?
Do we know that? the
We did not know
Rakshasa
that.
Is on the hells.
We did not know that. I remember specifically rolling and going, "Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, you guys
We
did not roll
tried to
high
figure
enough
that
to
out.
know.
Yeah, and none of us know that.
Okay, then, Erin.
It's dead. Never coming back.
Erin, just
The,
in cases.
The thing about
But it
this
was a
is
rather
that it
uncomfortable.
would make it so I could not check in on you. So
Is there like
to keep that in
a
mind.
form of perhaps caller identification that
I don't think so.
No, it blocks all magic scrying sensors.
But-
So
Wasn't Erin buying earrings of messaging? So at which point you can send out but not receive.
That's true.
it's true.
Well, and if you wanted, what we could do is that I could take the necklace, and then if Aaron wanted the Ioun Stone of Protection to get a +1 to AC, maybe. I don't know if Demir thinks that's a wise trade-off. Non-scry versus AC.
well, it
And if
depends
you ever get separated
how-
from us, you can just take the necklace off.
And that wouldn't
is true.
TM, that wouldn't stop Demir and me being able to sense each other, right? It should not mess with that. So
Well, it didn't mess with you sensing me. I can't sense you.
well, yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's true.
I mean, do you think what is the likelihood that there are people looking for you?
I don't know. I think either Aaron or I could have people, demons or otherwise, trying to track us down. It might be worth
We
it just
killed
to
the
find
fever.
to find another anti-scry necklace. Maybe find this merchant and see if they have another one. No demons, no gods, no fairies. Nobody can find us.
That does sound nice.
Avoid getting stabbed on a balcony.
Hey, I mean, if your hot ex-boyfriend like tried to lure you out onto a balcony and then turned out to be a furry in disguise.
Look, it could be done.
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing.
It's a critical role reference.
Okay. I thought
Oh.
this was bullshit that you guys got into.
Not yet.
As somebody in a
Um,
furry
not
and
yet.
furry relationship, I don't have this problem.
Yeah, Demir is going to offer it to Lish or Aaron, just like whichever. But you know, keep in mind it will keep me from being able to contact you. So
We can still send messages through it, can't we? It's just for scry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't speak to someone unless I scry on them. So
But if someone were to have access to the spell sending and still send to you, if you were wearing a scrying necklace, you'd be able
Yeah.
to hear.
Okay, well, let's think about this. Who's more likely to get lost, Lish or Aaron? I think Aaron's more likely to get lost.
Lish
That-
wanders off.
That's fair.
Lish
that's
does
fair.
wander off.
I think there's a more imminent risk of Aaron getting hunted by a demon, so I'm happy to let Aaron have it and not get Rakshasa'd.
That's fair.
Again.
That's fair.
Eat
Yeah,
the
that-
demons out of his head, hopefully permanently.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
a
Just
nice
have
piece of
only have
mind
the
for him, at
actual world
least.
up there, if anyone.
Yeah, Aaron can always know that more or less the voices in his head are probably his.
But yeah,
Only
so
protects from scry, right? Or detect person. So
Would it affect weird dreams of any variety?
If they're coming from outside of you, maybe. But maybe it's more of a placebo for your nightmare-ridden brain.
If the nightmares are coming in from
just
the outside,
Oswald is like,
the specific
I mean,
source, but-
I don't know what a placebo is, but I would love.
I mean, Lish would just say, it won't help you with your own nightmares, but if anybody's trying to give you nightmares, it might help.
Oh, that does sound nice.
At this point, I kind of kneel down and like, okay, Sniv, I have a necklace, so I can't personally use it, but this is going to be a great help to Erin. And so I appreciate you letting us know that you had it, but next time, could you let us know sooner so we could potentially return it to its rightful owner?
It is the opposite of what Snib wants.
You see him like doing some calculations, like helpful, but return, it's just not computing with him. But he, like, clearly still not making any sense, but like,
Val sees it's not making any sense, but fuck it. She tried. That's all she cares about.
And
Valk's just like, this is the best solution possible. Right, guys? Looks at the shady party going, and she's just like, yeah.
Damon's just gonna tuck that, as opposed to his acorn, which is fully out on top of his shirt. He's gonna tuck that one into his shirt entirely.
So, question: what did you guys do to piss off a Rakshasa?
Just
Rakshasa
straight
pissed us off
arm.
first.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't be asking that.
I guess that's fair.
I
It
will
does
also
seem
point
kind of
out you're
personal.
like in the middle of the street.
Especially not here.
You know what? Fair. Maybe
Tell
later.
you
if
guys
any
all
time
about
at
it
all.
over lunch, because I think we were considering doing that.
Okay.
Lunch sounds just fantastic, actually.
Yeah, nice lunch now that we've dealt with our stolen property.
The
mean,
delicate
happy,
noble
though.
sensibilities are coming from this little goblin man, and he's just like, lunch. What?
All right.
Social faux pas.
Lunch. Lunch
Let's
is
go to
good.
lunch.
Let's go to lunch.
So, do you go for the tamed mimic or the graviturgis bane?
Graviturgis Bane.
Graviturge,
100%.
Okay.
Graviturge.
So,
Laugh at
you
wizards,
start
Graviturge.
to approach this frankly unremarkable looking building. There are a few people outside that seem to be sort of stumbling around, almost like they're drunk, like out front. But otherwise, the building itself looks like it doesn't stand out too much from the other buildings around it.
Yeah, looks like a fun place, I guess.
As they serve strong drinks inside.
Just walking right on up. Just
All right.
We're going to get white girl fucked up at the Applebee's.
Literally.
As soon as you step in, the first thing that you see is a chandelier standing upright, hanging from a chain set on the floor. The most amazing thing that you can see is people walking and sitting on every single face of the room. Each side of the room seems to have its own gravity field, including the bar, which is at 90 degrees to what you currently see as the floor. And you realize that those people probably weren't drunk. They were just disoriented from dealing with all the changes in the gravity.
Valk walks in
Oh.
and goes, that's an efficient use of space.
That
Yeah,
it is.
that really is.
What surface? What surface do we want to be on? Do we want to be on a wall? Do we want to be on the floor with the chandelier? Do we want to be on the ceiling?
Ceiling,
Oh, we
right?
can't be on the floor. It's boring. I'm
Huh.
always on the floor.
I mean, technically, you're on the
Technically,
ceiling
it's
right
all
now.
floor.
The chandelier is just right there.
Technically, with all
That's
of its
fair.
gravity fields, it's all floor.
Let's do a
Probably.
wall then. I think that's the most
A wall?
unique view of the room.
Yeah. Do we want to be by the bar?
Bar, absolutely.
All right. Standing at the bar is an elvish woman. She is serving people drinks, and you can see that the waiters are like kind of doing interesting things when holding the trays to make sure that nothing spills, and they're like very acrobatic in a sense of their movement. But there are several tables at which you can sit. And
Absolutely.
it's interesting because you walk past the chandelier and past the few tables that are there and put one foot on what you perceive to be the wall and then another foot, and it's as if your whole perspective changes and you are now standing on the floor, and the entrance behind you is 90 degrees up on the wall.
This is incredible.
It's kind of trippy.
This
Yeah,
is like
Aaron
the
goes like,
gravity
"Ooh,
shack
goodness,"
in
and,
Oregon. Like,
grabs his
has
stomach.
anyone
Oh yeah,
ever been
the
to
Oregon vortex.
Yeah, the Oregon vortex, because that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think it-
picturing here.
Stick, I imagine, has been here at least a couple of times for
Yeah.
funsies, and is helping anybody seeming unsteady up onto the wall.
Aaron needs some of that.
Yeah, he's got you. Don't worry about it. He's
And
a little gentleman.
It's
Why, thank
interesting
you.
given like the gravity seems to be affecting some people more than others, and like some people are like sitting on the wall and then their hair is all like off to the side, like it's weird. This is fucking weird. But you can
Malk's
also
hair won't
see,
get messed up with the wings.
yeah, you can see how a place like this might be able to stay in business just for the novelty of it.
Now I'm curious what
Aaron's
happens
braid
if
is
you like
totally
flick
up
a
to that.
coin upwards. It's
One
stuck
way
in
to
the center
find
of the
out.
room.
Stick is like, yeah, fuck around and find out.
Malk flips a silver piece up.
It's goes up and then sort of drifts off to the side and then lands near the chandelier.
Huh. Then
Well, there
just
you go.
leaves it.
Interesting.
wonder if you'd be able to like set up some sort of like hyper cannon to just have drinks like go out and then just go over to someone.
I don't know if the drinks would survive the impact, but it's not a
That's
terrible
fair.
idea.
I wonder if there's a place in the room where you can float.
If you jump in the middle, does it just
You
Well,
get
I
caught
mean-
by all four sides and you just rotate in the air.
I don't think that'd be very
Yeah.
comfortable because, like, if you got like,
You
If-
climb the chandelier and then you turn into a low poly spinning rat, and Freebird just starts playing.
I mean, if you think about it, like if every surface has its own gravitational pull, then being in the center would probably be kind of uncomfortable because we'd be getting pulled from about 5, 6 directions at once.
But are you uncomfortable
Yeah.
under gravity as is?
Oh yeah, because
Yes,
being pulled in one
very.
direction.
Well, yeah, I get the feeling getting into a gravitational paradox like that might be a little bit tempting fate to draw and quarter you without horses.
Yeah.
So,
That's sort of what I'm thinking.
Not recommended. Please keep an eye on. And he's gonna point to Sniv wherever he is.
Sniv has ran to go retrieve Volk's silver coin, and then he's running back to the table.
Okay, excellent. Don't want him getting. I personally don't want to find out if that theory that I just came up with is.
Do not spaghetti. Do not spaghettify the kobold.
I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
I should probably invest in a booster seat for Sniv.
I'm sure they have one here.
Um,
Assuming they even let toddlers in here.
so the options
There's a
for
goblet right there.
Oh. Oops. Sorry. I was a player, was not thinking. Oops.
Yeah, wouldn't they
Probably
offer booster seats for the small folk?
That's
I
true.
mean, they're less booster seats and
More just tall chairs.
more like tall chairs, yeah. But you know, there are options.
A booster seat by any other name.
So the options for lunch: roast lamb and cheese, boar tenderloin, baked goose breast, and grilled salmon.
Fuck, I'm
Lemon
hungry.
cheese.
So I have
Lemon
my
cheese.
breakfast.
And by the way, the stick is gonna clear. So, and go. Oh yeah. By the way, lunch is on me since.
Well, thank you very much. I would like 2 boar tenderloins for myself.
2 boar tenderloins is a gold piece.
Okay.
Roast lamb and cheese, each plate is 4 silver pieces.
Okay. Hang on.
We're right next to the ocean. I'll bet the salmon's really good.
You'll have to try it.
I
Big
will.
rich boy moments.
Salmon is 6 silver pieces.
Ish.
Everybody's orders. Let's go.
I'll
We need to
take
do
the
math.
salmon too. Hell yeah.
6 silver pieces.
What's Toby and Erin eating?
Lamb.
Lamb.
4 silver pieces. Toby?
Tobias will also go for the lamb.
4 silver pieces.
Excellent. So by my calculations, that's 3 gold pieces and 4 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, are you going to do some day drinking here? Or do you want some non-alcoholic drinks?
Stick will take something non-alcoholic.
All right.
We are absolutely day drinking.
Okay.
How
Stick.
many times do you get to have a drink at a 90-degree angle? Like, come on.
Stick. They have some milk and they have coffee and various kinds of fruit juice.
You'll have coffee.
All right. 5 copper pieces.
Cool.
Aaron will order, quote unquote. I'll have juice. Surprise me with the fruit though.
All right.
Whatever he gets, I would also like. Pointing to Erin.
Okay.
Just tell me how much.
The fruit juice is 5 copper pieces each. The waiter returns with, let's see, something interesting. Wild berry juice.
Ooh. I'll go, ooh, and then offered a drink with soda.
All right. Then of course all the usual options in terms of wine, liquor, and ale. for those of you who are day drinking.
Do they
Is
have
there anything?
like fine liquors there?
Fine liquors.
Fit for a king.
I mean, they have the
Probable.
Elverquist.
Oh yeah, I've had that before. Get a bottle of that.
A bottle,
How much is a bottle?
112 gold pieces.
Yeah, a bottle.
Okay.
Stick
Um,
doesn't have that much, so you're paying for that one.
This rare and expensive liquor is said to be distilled from sunlight and rare berries. This drink is often used sparingly in various elven rituals and is rarely exported. It is always stored in a glass bottle.
The elven ritual is getting me drunk.
Is there anything like a local specialty or anything like that?
Well, they have sea wine, which is more of a grain alcohol.
Ooh. Well, we're at the sea, so I'll try it.
All right. It's a grain alcohol distilled from starches found in salt water. It's not. It doesn't taste very good, but it's not drunk for its taste. It's drunk for its potency,
Mm,
and it is also very flammable.
I see. So Demir's getting fucked up. All right.
All right, so that's 2 silver pieces.
White girl wasted.
White girl wasted at the
Dick
Applebee's.
will do the 2 silver pieces for that. He just
Okay.
can't
Aw.
afford delicious fucking constitution.
Val
Lish
just
isn't
goes
eating
for
anything,
like
so.
a plain mead.
Okay.
Lish not eating anything, just a little cup of his fancy ass liquor.
Are you sure you don't want to get anything to eat, Lish? Stick will double check.
All right. 1 silver piece for the mead.
Lish just kind of half-heartedly shrugs. Nothing quite seems very appealing.
We can always pick up something else for you elsewhere.
He has a rather specialty palate.
I think that while he
Fun.
was octopus, he was probably grabbing like some little fish
Fish.
stuff to eat.
He's like, I ate already.
I think he's gotten in the habit of just foraging wherever the fuck he can when he can. So
All right.
Fair enough. If he's not hungry, he's not hungry. Stick's not gonna press the issue. He just wanted to double check because he's a nice man.
I mean, a wolf sitting on the roof of the ceiling floor eating a hunk of steak is a very good image.
Yeah, unaware of Lish's foraging habits, Zoda will curiously ask what kind of food he does prefer.
Oh, well, food I would love to eat is things that aren't just ash in my mouth. Anything kind of tilts the bottle. Anything fine enough, elvish, Feywild made. Suits me just fine.
Speaking of which, did you want to order some milk or cream for the pixies?
Yes.
Stick will happily fork over for milk for the pixies.
All right. 2 copper
It's a very-
pieces.
It's very exotic
The-
and expensive taste, isn't it?
They come and put it on the table, and the pixies flutter out of Lish's hair and just start drinking.
Is this the first time that Zoda and Stick have seen the pixies? They've been hanging out in Lish's hair.
Yeah, if they haven't been out since Stiek and Zoda have been around, this would be the first time.
I mean, they're
Stick
always
is-
kind of screaming.
Stick is delighted. He just brightens up and he's like, oh, and milk for these guys. And Is Toby drinking anything?
Hey, well, taste makes a bit more sense now.
Tobias will probably just have a juice, like a fruit juice or something.
All right. They bring you the same wild berry juice.
And that's another 5 copper pieces.
Yeah, let me double check. Yes.
Okay, so by my calculations, we're at 3 gold, 9 silver, 2 copper.
I mean, that sounds about right. I
Okay.
trust you.
I've been keeping track. I've been doing math this whole time. And Stick will add on an extra gold piece as a tip.
All right.
Thank you, Stick.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
Thank you very much, Stick. It's kind of you.
This looks
No
to be a
problem.
lovely lunch you're feeding us to.
Not a problem at all. Sorry, I'm doing math. Sorry, he's like doing math. He's like counting out his coins, and he's like, yeah, no sweat, no sweat.
Are there any conversations that would like to be had?
So we're headed out to where exactly tonight? Looking over at Vulcan Lish.
Sorry, had to navigate to my unmute. I was informed by Master Whistling Torrent that something came into his temple for me. And he wouldn't contact me if it was, just nothing. So Lish has been kind enough to help me procure transportation to his temple, or the temple of Torm in Iera.
Demir's going to look over at Lish like, Iera.
We found a very nice tree.
Courtesy of Acolyte Isabella.
Okay. And you'll be able to get there.
Yes, as I said, we have a very nice tree that we will be able to travel through.
And then we can return in the morning.
Yep.
Okay. Are we all going?
Yeah.
If you'd like to. You can always stay and entertain Stick's mothers.
I would certainly be interested in seeing the temple outside of the dreaming.
Yeah, I wanna
That
I wanna know
was
where you're from, Bulk.
the temple from the dream was where we would spar at school, not where I have taken up residency in Iera to help the Church of Torm.
Well, I am still interested in seeing it.
And you all
Unless
should
you
meet
suspect-
Master Whistling Torrent. He is a respectful, an impressive man.
How long have you known him? From the way you speak, it seems like quite a while.
He took me under my wing after I left Paladin school. Yeah, after I left my repository, but school doesn't sound right either.
Academy.
Come on, brain. Academy. Yeah, sure.
Seminary?
The Wait, no, religious. Monastery.
Seminary.
Yeah, the
Ah.
seminary. For in the mountains when I didn't initially take my oaths. I became a hedge cleric of Tyr, still wanting to do good. And Master Whistling Torrent was able to see past both my appearance and the fact that I was angry at the church, and saw in me an ally, and so has helped me find the places that I can do the most good in the world. In fact, I was on a mission on his behalf to acquire the Doomstone when we all met.
I remember. Do you have any idea what this message is about?
He only said it was a message, but the fact that he contacted me instead of just letting it wait indicates it's of some level of importance.
Do you think
Then
it
by all means.
would be something you then have to go off and deal with immediately?
The end of the world takes a little bit of, or the end of all reality takes precedence over whatever the contents of the message can be. But I would feel more comfortable knowing what it was, and with the aid of Lish, I can acquire the message without disrupting our travels.
They would nod along with that.
Other tables like the end of reality brought up so nonchalantly.
The other tables nearby are like, man, they are really drunk already, aren't they? Nah, but everyone seems to be kind of doing their own thing. You're good.
I'm curious as far as transportation goes. This tree travel thing, is it two-way? Does it stay open for any amount of time? Or is it just like an instant, like you get into the tree or what?
You have 6 seconds.
Okay. Is it two-way? Like, can people come in through the destination?
Yes, I think, right? Because it opens a hole.
Yeah, it's more like you're creating a magical tunnel between two trees,
What if you're like,
but it's only open
Partially
for
it-
6 seconds.
what if you're like partially in one and like partially out of the other when it stops?
Let's not think about that.
Don't do that.
We'll be quick then.
That's how you
Well,
become a dryad the short way.
Well, if it
Just 'cause, like,
just for the
oh,
sake of
and it's like-
logistics, if it you two could probably go alone, and anyone else who wants to see could definitely go. I'm a little interested, but I'm also very eager to get inside that spire. So if it ends up being something so important that maybe you need a couple extra hands, I wouldn't mind. You could probably just let me know, and I'd get to the tree that you used to get there.
Well, none of us are planning on going to the spire without each other, so either you stay here at the house and sit, or you come with us this evening.
Mm-hmm.
The
As
plan
long
is
as
to
I'm
return by
as long as I'm
morning.
invited, I suppose. I don't really want to just, impose myself on you guys.
The Temple of Torm is always open to those who wish to enter.
Impose away.
All right. Sure. I don't think I've been to here in a while anyway, if at all. So who knows? Maybe we'll find some thesis material over there.
I was actually hoping to stay home.
That's okay.
I miss my mom.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm sure they'll let you know if it's something that's important.
If you have something of yours to give me, I can return it, but it would mean that I could have a pretty much guaranteed way of getting in touch with you.
I can
Gonna
also do
kinda-
the sending.
Or
Uh,
sending.
And Stick will kind of shrug and he's gonna kind of reach underneath like his I don't know, probably like a slightly frilly shirt and pull out. He's got his family's signet ring on a chain underneath. He'll hand that to Demir. Be like, yeah, just don't lose it.
Of course not. I will return it to you tomorrow.
Perfect. That way, there's more than one way to contact me. Just in case.
So I'm noticing it's getting close to 12. Do we want to get you guys over to the temple before we wrap up for the day, or should we call it here?
Well, we can cast the spell, walk through, and
Call it, yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think we should get
That's
to
a
the
good idea.
temple at least.
and then my consequences of my actions can be tomorrow.
Next
There's,
week.
I assume
Or
there's,
not
Next
tomorrow,
week,
next
tomorrow,
time.
same diff.
I assume that there's a large tree on the property that we can use.
Stick will lead you to a large tree.
I mean, yeah, there's not necessarily one on the property, but there are a few trees here and there throughout the city for decorative purposes.
Dick's
Or
family
a
has
park.
so much money, but can't afford a big tree.
Sorry.
There is also like on the map a lot of trees to either side of the city. So if need be, there's also trees
there's-
out there.
There's a pine forest right outside.
No shortage of trees.
Ideally,
He'll
I
take
don't
you
wanna
to the
be-
closest one to the house. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to be popping into the city all of a sudden through magic portals. Let's not do that. Find some place that's
suburbia.
nice. Find a nice big tree and Lish
All
will
right.
prime
So-
everybody and say, when I open this portal, we will be going through as quickly as we possibly can. If you are left behind or crushed in the tree, we will sign an NDA. I'm not liable.
I don't think. In the latter case, I don't think we could disclose. But point taken.
It's a waiver, actually, not an NDA. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Dick
A
is gonna-
Feywild waiver will be verbally signed.
Thank you for
Will,
taking
uh,
arboreal
If
airlines.
you get me killed on something, I am coming back as a ghost to implicate you.
Oh my god. Stick is gonna hug Zota's legs before the spell is cast.
Oh hell no! She's crouching down and giving him a full hug.
Alright. And then he'll
All
step
right.
back and he'll be like, be safe.
Lish,
I will see you soon. Promise.
What does it look like when you cast this spell?
When he casts it, kind of is like a frosty whirl around his hands, and around like a hole in the tree, like a line splits down the center of the trunk, and little motes of light come and kind of pull the bark back like a curtain. So it kind of like opens up like a curtain on both sides, and there's just kind of this like frosty, glitterly, swirly portal behind where it's opened. And he's just like, go. He'll walk through himself.
All right. You guys head through. Does anyone
Go, go,
purposefully
go.
stay behind other than Stick?
Nah.
All right.
Samira is
So
like the second one through after Lish.
stepping through, you find yourself in something like a courtyard. There are three sort of round, not too tall towers surrounding you. That's sort of fortified, and the walls themselves are firm and made out of a gray stone. There are wide windows, kind of scattered across the walls, along with holes of various sizes for archers and artillery. It's the garden itself is lovely, well tended to. Based on the description that Valk gave you earlier, Lish, you can see why this would be tending to it would be meditative for some people. And striding across the courtyard, heading in your guys' direction, you see a white scaled dragonborn in a very fine robe starting to approach you. And that's where we will call session.
Yay! Good game, good game, good game.
Shopping.
Sight. Shopping episode.
We love a shopping episode.
I love
I think that's
a
like our
shopping episode.
fastest like shopping episode ever.
Efficiency.
We
Wow.
knew what we wanted and we got it.
Thank you for playing, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for running the game.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you
as
for
always.
DMing.
And we will see you next time.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Bye.
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 Yeah.